mighty, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in tripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move, I can Now who wanna move, crossing Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em, yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange on photo. Bingo bottle, never stop it. So the beast and know them. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes? Flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in
Welcome to another episode of Bengals and Brews. I am Del Altman, joined by Pork Chop and the BSG. What's up, guys?
How's it going, man?
Hey, day after Halloween, shoved a bunch of candy down my throat and just washing it down with a 50 West.
Well, Greg's shoving stuff down his throat again.
Imagine that. I did not go trick-or-treating. I worked.
No, I didn't trick-or-treat. I was handing out candy, but I was testing the candy also to make sure.
You're handing out candy at your house?
No, at my sister's house.
I was going to say, man, I've been to your house. I can't imagine it's a high-traffic trick-or-treat area.
No, it's not. My sister's neighborhood. It's like house.
Ah, gotcha.
No. So I was eating the Twizzlers. I'm just making sure everything was good to go.
I had Twizzlers last night, Greg.
Well, I had Twizzlers, Snickers, Kit Kat, you name it.
The doctor brought in the leftover candy, man, and I had Twizzlers, Reese's Pieces, and I had a full-size Hershey's with almonds.
Oh, there you go.
These doctors be handing out some good candy, full-size candy bars.
You're the candy man, huh?
I was last night.
Say it five.
And she brought insomnia cookies, too.
Say it 5 times.
What do I got to say?
You don't know you never seen the movie Candyman?
Greg, I did a lot of drugs when I was younger. I don't remember shit.
You have to look in the mirror and say it 5 times, and he comes out and gets you.
I don't have a fucking mirror. Can I use my phone and like flip it around? Like
I think Dale wants to talk Bengals. I didn't. I thought you knew. No worries.
Are we talking Bengals?
I was going to
today?
go back to Halloween, and
Yeah.
I even told my daughter, I was like, "I'll pay you. You bring me some full-size Snickers or anything."
Yeah,
Snickers is the best. Then Reese
gave all the Snickers to her sister.
What? You're kidding me,
man.
But my sister Kim had her kids. They go to the school that I work at. They come in and had some candy, and I took all the Snickers. I told
Hell yes.
nephew, I was like, okay. But he likes everything, so he was fine with it. But I took all the mini Snickers. They were only minis, but hey, it's still Snickers.
Hey,
Right.
Snickers is Snickers. Snickers number 1, then Reese's number 2.
Are you saying Snickers #1 candy bar out of all, Greg?
Yes, I love
Man,
Reese's.
I'm
but I
telling
gotta
you.
get-
There's a Reese that they make, but they only make it king size. That's the best candy bar, and I can't.
No,
remember
I love Reese's. It's close, but I just
some
like
kind of
Snickers
crunchy
more.
one where it's got that like kind of Butterfinger crunch in the middle or something.
Fast break.
No, it's not the fast
No,
break.
it's a Nutageous or something like that.
Yes,
I
it
can't remember.
only
okay,
comes.
okay.
It only comes in king size. They don't make it in a regular. But man, that motherfucker, son of a bitch.
I tell you, the most underrated is the white Hershey chocolate.
The Zero
No,
Bar.
fuck that, Greg. White chocolate. The white chocolate's good on the goddamn Reese cups, though, man. That
No,
is
it
the
is.
shit. White chocolate
can
Reese
tell you-
cups, bomb.
The most underrated, obviously, based on you guys not saying it, is Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue competes.
Oh,
with
yeah,
Snickers.
those are good.
What the hell is
Fifth
Fifth
Avenue is
Avenue?
good.
Fifth Avenue.
I don't even know
Snickers
that.
are-
What the hell
You
is that?
basically
Greg, you
can
never
only
had a
get them
Fifth
in gas
Avenue?
stations.
I don't even know what the hell it is. I think you're making stuff up. Is what I think you're
What
making.
the fuck?
You've got to have a Fifth Avenue.
I'm
bar.
looking it up right
It's your
now.
life. You know, it's like a
Look it up
Butterfinger,
and
but
then
good.
go get you one.
It's
Yeah.
like way better than a Butterfinger.
Greg,
It's
go
like-
get one and
No,
bring it
yeah.
back
Whoa,
in your
whoa, whoa,
box.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't you keep your mouth shut.
It
on
is
the
better
Butterfinger.
than a Butterfinger.
Yeah, Dale,
It is.
don't
It's
you
more
keep your
nutty.
mouth shut.
You know, Bart Simpson always used to say, "Don't ever lay a finger on my Butterfinger."
Well, and I didn't say Butterfinger was awful, but Fifth Avenue
Right.
is elite.
Better.
You
Yeah.
insulted Butterfinger just right there.
You know, to be
know.
honest, though, Clark Bar's better than Butterfinger, too. I mean, to be honest, it's just underrated.
I have never in my life seen Fifth Avenue candy bar my entire life.
You've got to have. I'm telling you, got to try.
Okay.
They're amazing. It's the
Yeah.
only thing that I like. If I had to choose one candy bar that I would be like, Today I won a Fifth Avenue over a Snickers. Even.
Okay, Dale.
It's that good.
If I like Fifth Avenue a lot, if I think it's better than Butterfinger, I will French kiss you or something.
Yeah. Hey, Dale.
Who said I want that?
If he ends up liking Fifth Avenue, you can punch him right in the stomach.
Right in the balls.
Yeah,
Right
punch me in the balls. You can live in a room
punch
on me for all I care. But Dale, man, you're making a very, very big statement right there.
I am, but that's how I personally feel
Okay,
about it.
okay. To each his
Does
own.
Darce
Fifth
says-
Avenue's good, Greg.
Darce says Reese's. Jungle Jerry says Zero Bar. I'm not sure what that is. Hershey's Cookies,
Hershey's
and,
Cookies
cream
and
here
Cream's
from
good.
Jason.
That's what I meant. Hershey's Cookies and Cream. That's what I meant.
See,
Zero
Darce
bars
says
are elite.
Butterfinger isn't as good as it used to
He's
be.
right. He's right. They changed
Darth,
something.
man,
It's
what
not
the hell?
same.
Make me a Butterfinger chain now.
Fifth Avenues, yeah, you can't find them everywhere is the problem.
No.
It's really hit or miss on finding Fifth Avenues when you go to a gas station and stuff.
Yep.
If they have them, you got to get them.
Dale,
Shout out
I
to
will-
Lindsay. I love all these opinions we got here.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Hey,
then
what about,
Vince's toys aren't bad, but I can't agree with that.
they're not bad. I actually did try.
You know, back in the day,
Man.
my 20s, when I had the munchies, one of my go-tos was Mallow cups. You guys ever had Mallow cups?
Yep.
I have not,
Yep.
but I don't think I'd like it.
I
Why?
didn't
Because
like
the
them.
because coconut.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
like
just not-
coconut, but
Not the taste, the consistency.
Have you had a Mallow bar, Derek?
yeah, I've had them. I wasn't really a big fan of them. And I
Oh
like
my
coconut.
God,
I like the almond mounds or whatever
Yeah.
it is without
Almond
the
Joy
without the almonds. I think they're
Mounds.
called mounds or something like that. Yeah.
You like them a lot. You know the fucking name real good.
Mhm.
Dale,
Yeah.
this is a good deal.
And a Score bar, Score or Heath. Those are good too.
Heath bars are good deal. I'm looking on Amazon here. 6 bars for $15.
I don't know why.
That's how good they are, Craig.
I mean, but they are top tier.
yeah,
okay,
you get
okay.
what you pay for, man. That's a premium
Peanut
fucking
butter
candy
Twix.
bar.
I don't really mess with Twix. The kids like regular Twix.
Pretty
No,
sure. Pretty sure
no.
Jeff Ruby's has got Fifth Avenue on the dessert menu.
People are going to come at me for this. I think M&M's peanut butter are better than Reese's Pieces.
Shut the fuck up, Greg.
I agree with that.
Oh my God! What?
I love peanut.
Well, then what's the
Peanut
point of
and
that,
peanut
man?
butter.
Peanut M&Ms are good, but
Yeah, hey,
let's not
shove it,
compare 'em with
Chuck.
Reese. Let's not compare them with Reese.
I like it better.
I like Reese, but there's more peanut butter packed in the M&M.
The best M&M is a peanut M&M anyway, not the peanut butter. The peanut butter ones are okay, but the peanut M&M is the best.
Peanut M&Ms are good, but peanut butter M&Ms shit on peanut M&Ms.
Shut
We
the
have,
fuck up, Greg. They do not. Peanut M&Ms are elite.
Yeah,
We have these M&Ms at work. They got like coffee flavoring in them. Oh man, you talk about good. If you're a coffee fan.
It's one of the first things they taught us in nursery school. Nursery school is that peanut M&Ms are elite M&Ms. I had to
Peanut
know
and
that to
peanut
pass the
butter.
exam.
See, there's two different ones, and the peanut butter and the peanut are both good.
It wasn't an
Yeah, they
enemy
are.
101. It was peanut butter or peanut M&Ms are elite.
But can we agree on this? I don't need to try it because it's like I don't need to drink piss, know what it tastes like. I have never in my life trying the pretzel M&Ms. I don't need to even waste my time with that.
I'm good on that.
They're
Thank
all
you.
right. They're okay.
No.
Chop
They
will
got
try
that little
anything.
crunch in them. Huh?
I said you'll try anything.
Fuck right, I'll try anything.
No kidding.
Those Reese sticks are really good too. Everything Reese's good, but the sticks and then that nut rate or whatever one that Derek was saying that kid
Yeah.
size one. Those
Can
are
we
the best.
can we agree on this though? Chocolate is better than fruit candy, right?
Oh
guys?
God, yes.
I mean,
Thank
I
What?
think so.
Dale, what's wrong with you?
Although,
I said I think so.
There's no I think so. It's I know. Chocolate.
although Greg,
No.
something you probably haven't tried either is freeze dried Skittles.
I don't like I don't
Those
care for
freeze dried Skittles are fucking elite. They are on a next level candy. I
Skittles
swear
are
to
okay. Look,
God.
I like Twizzlers. I like Skittles. I hate Laffy Taffies. Anybody here that likes Laffy Taffies will fight me out in the parking lot.
Well,
especially
I'm
if
coming to your house. We're gonna fight because Banana Laffy Taffy's
Oh
fucking
my
bomb.
God! What is
Banana
good you and
Laffy
everybody else?
Taffy.
What about like hot
What?
tamales, Sour Patch Kids?
Hot
you know,
tamales
gummy
are
bears?
Sour Patch
Sour Patch
Kids.
Kids.
Like that's good stuff. Like to me, those are like they're the
And
candy,
Cinnamon Bears.
and
But-
then
but-
there's
but
like
Dale,
candy bars.
Not to sound rated R or anything
Red
with,
Hots.
with Sour Patch Kids, but I like to rub my tongue against the sour, and my tongue burns up like crazy when I eat them.
Man, the
Yeah.
way you
What?
work
This
things,
is,
man.
this is a question from Taylor here. Do you chomp the peanut M&Ms or do you suck on them?
Chomp.
I do suck on them.
Yeah,
I bet you do.
of course
Flip it.
you do. I chomp as well. but-
Greg loves sucking on them
Hey,
nuts.
you guys got to see how I am with a
Sucking on the
lollipop.
nuts.
Hey, Rob in the chat, tell him how I am with a lollipop, man. I like to lick every.
Oh no.
Oh, geez, Greg, you're really setting yourself up on
I
this.
know.
Yeah.
Play
And
the
I
nipple
agree,
thing
Jolly.
again.
Snickers is the Joe Burrow of candy,
Yes,
but
it is.
you
Thank
could
you,
also
Jolly.
put Fifth Avenue as the Jamar Chase.
Yep, and you can also put that one that
right.
I can't remember the name of from Reese. You can put that as the Tom Brady.
You know, it's the Andy Dalton Twix. I don't care for Twix.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the-
Twix is
What
all
about
right.
the caramel apple like suckers? Is
They're
that-
not bad. No, that's Joe Burrow's favorite. That's a favorite of Joe Burrow's, by the way.
Well, what
So
about
is
Lou's?
it obligatory that we like them then?
Yeah, I like them. I'll eat it.
We have to.
I don't mind them, but
Reese's
Yeah,
Cup-
I don't care for him. And then what
Okay.
about Lou? Well, like he is a serial killer, like Greg.
Oh my God! With
I
the
love
candy
candy corn.
being your favorite,
But it's not my favorite, but I'll
of
eat it.
everything. Candy corn.
I'll eat it,
Man,
but it's not
I
my
love candy
favorite.
I used to have candy corn at my house all the time, like a bowl of candy corn at the holiday.
yeah.
And I had a Doberman, and she would lick that candy corn, right? And it would all stick together. And a buddy of mine came over, and he's digging in and eating that fucking candy corn, talking about how good it was. Me and my wife.
Dude.
Oh, we fucking lost it, man.
Get the hell out of here, sweet tarts. Oh my God.
Sweet tarts are good. I mean, it's not your
They're
go-to for sure.
Sweet tarts are mid. I feel like.
Mid.
No,
I was
man,
just about
what
to
the
say.
hell?
Alright.
It tastes like I'm eating a vitamin or something, man. I don't like sweet tarts.
They're all right. They're pretty. Oh,
Listen.
fucking Baby Ruth too, man. Yeah,
Baby Ruth is
Greg,
good.
when you're growing up and you got very few things to look forward to, and Sunday morning at church, your grandpa brings you sweet tarts, you learn to like them. All right.
I never did.
You got a fucking weird life, man.
No, another good one. Payday. Payday's the best nut candy there is.
Snickers has nuts in it, Greg.
No, that's right. Snickers, then Payday, then Payday, then
I was
Payday.
gonna
Yeah.
say that you kind of just completely went against everything
Alright.
you've said previously.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, but moving on, we also had something
Okay.
else yesterday called the trade deadline. We
Yeah.
did not participate. We set that one out like we've set out the past every trade deadline in the past.
Which we found out why. Did you guys see all that or hear all that?
Well, partially why. One reason is we promoted Tanner Hudson. Finally, can we celebrate
Finally.
that?
Oh,
Guys?
come
Hey.
on, yes.
Promoted to the active roster, well deserved. He takes the place of Chase Brown, who they hadn't replaced yet, who went on injured reserve. So that's kind of
Yeah.
where the roster spot goes. Now we're still going to have to make a corresponding move if they bring Chuck Sizzle off of injured reserve, which he is eligible to come off this week. I would think he's good to go because, I mean, he's kind of been out there and stuff on the side and this and that. Akeem Davis-Gaither hasn't been really doing anything. So I'm looking at him maybe as an IR candidate. If it's not him, I see some people float out Devin Harper, the linebacker we brought in recently. And and either one of those would make sense because they also brought back Clay Johnston to the practice squad that had been with us previously. You know, he's been up and down, on and off the practice squad and active roster. And then this year, he wasn't on anything, and we brought him back to the practice squad. So that's another linebacker coming in. So it makes sense that maybe there's going to be a move if Chuck comes up where a linebacker is going to be gone. Thoughts on those moves, guys?
Hey,
I'm just happy
man.
it finally. Go ahead, Chop.
I was just gonna say, like, I was talking to some guys at work last night, and they're like something about the trade deadline. I'm like, to be honest, the only thing I was wanting was a tight end, and so we didn't go out and get a tight end, but bringing up Tanner Hudson's just as good for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have been better in a tight end is our fucking Cincinnati's dream of Hayden Hurst coming back because he knows the system. Any other tight end that came in would have had to build continuity with Joe, would have had to learn the system. So to be honest, Tanner Hudson's probably the best choice. He's already been working with Joe. He already knows the system.
Yeah.
Hayden Hurst came back. That's top choice, but Tanner Hudson's second.
And you know, like I say, go ahead, Derek.
I was just going to say, I kind of understand from the Bengals point of view, though. When there was somebody on Twitter that explained it. The reason why that they don't like to address free agency like this is because, or why they didn't today or yesterday, was because they have it. It falls into their comp pick formula, and it wouldn't be giving up one pick. You would also be losing your 5th round pick, your 5th round comp pick from this year if you were to bring Hayden Hurst back, as well as the following years that you have to pay him as well. So,
which is disappointing, to be honest. And I'll tell you why.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because we should be playing every year like it's our year. So we should be fucking pushing all the chips and going all in. So saving that 5th round fucking comp pick, I don't give a fuck if it's a 2nd round comp pick. Let's play for this.
Thank you. No,
I can't agree with that part of it, but I was with you till then. You give up a 5th, 6th, 7th round.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that because the odds and chances of them panning out. But however, sometimes you land a Andre Yosebosh in there.
Yeah, but you also, I think now I don't know if this is true or not, but I think the way that they evaluate it when they're looking into these kind of things is they're valuing, okay, so we're giving up this 5th round pick, so we would need to offer a later round pick to bring somebody back because of the draft pick to trade formula. I think they might be evaluating that in it as well.
Hayden, to me, Hayden was just 100% about the money. He signed a 3-year contract. He made that choice too.
Well,
and I think that's part of it. The Bengals are like, hey, we wanted you back, bud.
Was Carolina even shopping Hayden?
Yeah,
they were shopping him.
I mean, we don't know. Their coach come out and said, "Oh, Hayden, he's playing good. It's just Tommy Tremble's been playing good. They already have N. Thomas on injured reserve. It's not like they have these studs in front of them.
Yeah,
they don't. They won one game for a reason, though.
Hey, real quick, I just want to tell Cam, you did just start, Cam. Don't worry, because the whole first part of the show we argued about candy bars. If you want to go back and rewatch
if anyone that's wondering what you missed in the first 10 to 12 minutes, all we talked about was candy and candy bars.
Yeah.
I was a little upset because I was driving down the road and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot it's Wednesday because this whole night shift thing has me fucked up. And I hop on and I don't know what the hell I walked into.
But no, I
never do.
My opinion on the tight ends, everybody's got their different opinion. I know I hear some people say, hey, they don't use tight ends much. I get that. I know they don't. I know we got plenty of weapons, but I mean, I just look at so many situations last year and the years past. We used Hayden, CJ, so many critical situations where a tight end. But I'm glad we got Tanner Hudson up. But I mean, Mike Gesicki or Hunter Henry, I would have taken also too. But like I say, we do use tight ends in certain situations. Maybe not as much, but it can be very key 3rd down situations.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, see, I don't think that's the case this year. If you go back and watch this past game, which I'm going to do tonight, I think we utilized the tight end a lot. Now, whether it was Drew Sample or Irv Smith, like the combination of the two. I think Mitch Wilcox was even in there for a few snaps as well. But they're getting a lot of snaps and a lot of formations and like the tight end screen, that Goodberry was talking about today that looked really, really nice. Like, they're utilizing them a lot more this year.
Well, I think they're going to utilize them almost maybe a bit more, especially if you have somebody you can rely on, and then maybe Tanner Hudson as they go under center more often.
Yes.
So I think that could be a part of it that we see, them get a little more involvement as well. I want to get to the super chat here. Dustin said nobody really made trades yesterday. There was a few. The market just wasn't there. I mean, obviously, we'll start with Chase Young. We just played the 49ers, 3rd round pick. Defensive end market had a little action. Montez Sweat and him, Washington selling off both their defensive ends. They got a 2nd round pick for Montez Sweat, who went to Chicago. They got a 3rd round pick for Chase Young, who ends up in San Francisco. That D-line was already stacked. We already talked about that a lot last week. Adding Chase Young, that's a big move if he can stay healthy. If we match up with them in the Super Bowl, we may get to experience that firsthand. And they didn't have Trent Williams, and they didn't have Deebo Samuel. So we can say what we want about, well, look how good we already played them. Okay, you add 3 more Pro Bowl caliber guys to their roster potentially.
Right.
But you got to get there.
No, I mean,
that is a scary thing. Yeah, Trent Williams, best left tackle in football.
Well, Dale, it's nice to be your second favorite team now. 2 Buckeye defensive ends. Come on, man, right?
Yeah. I don't know, Greg. I don't really think that way, man. When the football gets going, I mean, I root for upsets a lot. My second favorite team is whoever the fuck's playing Pittsburgh, and now my third favorite team is whoever the fuck's playing Cleveland.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Unless it's Cleveland playing Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh playing Cleveland.
Yeah, that's what his fourth favorite team is.
Whoever's playing Baltimore.
Is that right?
Oh, well, no. Yeah, like I say, Chase Young, 3rd round pick. I mean, let me ask you, Dale, would you have traded 3rd round pick for Chase Young if you were the Bengals general manager?
That was the thing, man. We've seen DNs get traded. I don't think that's what we're in the market for.
No.
Like, we're still not getting enough snaps for Murphy and Osai and Sample. All 3 of those guys get more snaps, and that's not even counting your starters, studs that you've gotten, Hendrickson and Hubbard. And Hubbard's not going to stop getting 80% of the snaps.
I was about to say, I think if you looked at PFF grades, I think Hubbard's graded higher than Chase Young is right now.
Well, also, from what I've read, Hubbard's out there more often, and Chase Young is just a pass rusher. That's it. Like, he just pass rushes.
True, but watch. Chase Young is probably going to ball out in San Fran.
Oh,
That's how these things go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially having that D-line. You know, but I mean, he played with Jonathan Allen and Montez Sweat, so he didn't really have that excuse. But it's just Washington in general just hasn't been a very good team or organization for quite a while. So the other trade that I want to talk about while we're talking about trades involves the Bills. They got Rasul Douglas. We can say, oh, is that a good move or not? Well, he is 10th overall in his coverage grades per PFF, 10th in the entire NFL. That's a good move.
Yeah.
So they went and addressed one of their biggest weaknesses in the secondary, which I thought was funny. Injury report came out for them today, and it said did not practice, and the reason under injury was just got here.
I just got here.
That's what it said, word for word. I love that.
That's hilarious.
But I'd say he'll be manned up to Chase. So I definitely
still
see him playing this week.
Yeah.
Is Douglas just as good as Jair Alexander was with the Packers, or?
I mean, I don't know, man. Jair Alexander was a Pro Bowl guy. I don't know that he was on that level, but I mean, 10th in coverage grade kind of speaks for itself of how he was playing, especially this year. And I read something on like a Green Bay article that said that like they were pissed about it. They were like, why would you get rid of a guy like this? He's a team leader. He's the guy everyone's going to, that's getting them lined up, that's doing this and that. So they're adding not just a guy who's really good in coverage. They're adding, you know, guys that we're kind of missing in Von Bell and Jesse Bates on their back end. They're adding a guy like that at corner. So, I mean, great move by them, and they were active, and they went out and got it done. The other move was Ezra Cleveland, who went from Minnesota to the Jaguars.
That drove me nuts.
Yeah, a pretty decent guard over the last few years. That would have at least been good at worst as, like, great depth, if not.
I thought we said no more Vikings guys.
Yeah, that's the only reason, right?
A 6th-round pick for a decent guard? I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, it was like a 6th, 7th round swap type deal too. So you really kept your overall amount of picks.
Is he hurt right now? Because I have one of the security guards at work is a Vikings fan, and he said his opinion was, I don't give a shit. Fuck, they can have him. He's fucking hurt, and plus and Resner's better.
Yeah, I mean, I think Resner's better, but I mean, he's been good the last few years. That's what I'm saying. I'd have to look and see how he's performing.
Is Cleveland hurt right now?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd have to look into it more.
Yeah.
I just know they basically gave up nothing for a guy who's been decent in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know, so that was my thought. Like, you're giving up nothing.
Well,
But
they're giving
we
up
made
nothing,
no
but what are they paying him, though?
I don't think it's much.
He's still on the rookie contract.
Yeah, still on the rookie contract. So, do you guys want to get into actually previewing Buffalo a little bit?
Sure.
Maybe just a tip.
Because we will preview a lot more with Glenn and do over-unders. Glenn Goodberry will be with us on Friday. Obviously, Buffalo Bills fan. If you guys don't know him, Joe Goodberry's brother. If you don't know who Joe Goodberry is, I don't know what you've been doing.
Oh, wait. As long as we're speaking trades, Tyler says he'll trade a chopped cheese sandwich and some cake for that chopped nipple pic and Greg video from Sunday just one more time.
I deleted it, Tyler. It's a sore subject between Greg and I. I wanted to post the clip on Twitter. Greg vetoed that and said no, and then here we are.
Right.
It's deleted forever.
It's like that's in Snapchat, the one where you see the picture and it's gone forever.
It's gone forever. So it's gone forever. If you weren't here tuned in on Monday and experienced it, you had to go back and watch that.
Go back and watch the Monday show. You can. It's only on there. It's on there about 24 times. Literally half the show is Greg rubbing his nipples.
Yeah. Greg, I'll say this. I was going to post a picture of me in my new rock underwear in the group chat, and there's a reason why I decided not to.
Well, I did. What the fuck? I put the picture of me in my underwear on there.
I understand.
I posted my reaction, my Greg type reaction on Twitter where I took my shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do a bunch of crazy shit, but hey, I get it. You know, to each their own. You don't want out there. That's cool. But back to Buffalo. Josh Allen did not practice today, or he was practice limited with a shoulder, which he's going to play. We all know that. He wouldn't set this one out regardless.
He played half of the year last year with the same fucked up shoulder.
He's had a lot worse injuries.
Is it the same injury?
And played. I don't know. It just said shoulder. I don't know if it's even the same shoulder or an opposite one. But overall, he's a 71.7% completion percentage. And he's got almost 72%. That's pretty good, especially, that was the big knock on Josh coming out, but he's been so much better at that in the NFL. He's still 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He will throw some balls that you can pick off. We've seen that when we played them last year in the conference,
especially Cam Taylor.
The conference championship, but the round before.
That was his first pick, CTB.
Yeah, and then
I was going to say, you've got to play contained with this guy because his legs are elite.
Yeah, that was what I was getting to next. He has 189 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns, so he likes to run it when they're in the red zone too. If there's nothing there, he's going to take off. I think he had like a 20 or 25-yarder this past week. But the one thing, when he does run the ball, we got some guys who, like Jermaine Pratt, like to get their hands in there and knock the ball out. He does have 3 fumbles. So that's something to keep an eye on, that, if we can get our hands in there and knock some balls loose and, make him not want to run. Make him punish him when he runs, especially I don't want to see the guy injured. I want to see him out there, but man, you got a sore shoulder. Maybe you need to stay in the pocket. You come out of this pocket, we're going to smack you. It's just what's going to happen. It's football.
You stay in the pocket, we're going to smack you.
Yeah. Get pressure, hit him. I think if you get hits on this guy, I think you can rattle him a little bit. He's a great quarterback. I'm not saying he's not, but I'm saying there's things that you can do, and I think you can get to Josh Allen, and I think we're going to.
Oh, fuck yes.
So
we got a Pro Bowl fucking defensive end now.
Yeah.
And then running back, James Cook, second-year guy. What are you guys' thoughts on James Cook? 486 rushing yards. That's a little more than Mixon, which I feel like Mixon's just now coming on.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys got
I just don't feel like
Cook?
I just don't feel like they're utilizing him, man. I think he's a good back.
I agree.
I feel like they're not utilizing the guy. Yeah.
I think they could pass to him more too.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a lot of Buffalo. I plan on starting my Buffalo watching Sunday night. To be honest.
End it Sunday night?
Yes.
Yeah, and then if you guys got any thoughts on receivers, I'm going to go through some of their stats real quick. So Stephon Diggs, obviously their number one guy.
Yeah.
They've played one more game than us. He's got more yardage than Chase, but it's like by 80, 90 yards, so about the average of what Chase, averages. Yeah. So they're close, but I mean, that's good. We know how good Jamar's been. Diggs is playing that good as well. 748 yards and 6 touchdowns, not even halfway through the season. Those are great numbers.
Yeah.
So Stephon Diggs is playing like Stephon Diggs. He's a number one receiver in NFL for a reason. Now, we frustrated him last year, but that's in the snow. So can we clamp him down this year and frustrate him again? I hope so.
I hope so. Boy, it'd be nice to see him arguing with fucking Josh Allen again, like two games in a row, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think one of the main keys to the game is going to be our corner speed, our defensive back speed, because Gabe Davis can absolutely freaking turn this game upside down.
Yeah, and he's at 434 yards, so obviously that's a lot. That's a lot more than our second guy. I can kind of get to those later if we want. But he's got another 5 touchdowns. He's only one in touchdowns behind. And his average is 14 yards per catch. That's what we always talk about. He's hitting those deep balls. He's got the speed, the big plays like Derek's talking about. Now, the guy who I think, two more guys here on offense I think we really got to worry about because they both had breakout games last week.
Yep.
So one is Khalil Shakir, who finally started getting more snaps than Deontay Hardy was getting a lot of the, next amount of snaps behind the top two, and that shifted in a big way last week. He got like 30 more snaps, and he hadn't been the case, and he ended up with 6 catches for 92 yards. So they found something with him. I don't see him going away from that this week. They're going to want to keep him involved. And then the other one, Dawson Knox was injured. So who did they draft? A guy a lot of us really liked, Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
Kincaid stepped up, 5 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown last week. So they've got the top 2 receivers and the solid running back, but now they've found 2 more good targets for Josh
Well, I'll tell
Allen.
you what, I'm going to help us out because I'm going to move Kincaid up to my active roster on my fantasy football. Then he won't do shit because I had him there for a long time and didn't do shit, and I put him back down, and he got 13 points.
Yeah. So that's kind of their offensive weapons. Who do you think's going? I mean, obviously beyond Stephon Diggs, you guys have already kind of leaned toward Gabe Davis. We'll just go around the horn. Who do you think of the guys we talked about there? The Bengals need to step up and make sure they stop the most beyond Stephon Diggs.
Dalton Kincaid, because you look how we are against the tight ends in recent. And but Dalton Kincaid, funny thing is, I got a Lutherism for Dalton Kincaid. He's like a granola bar that's very expired. Still tastes good, but he breaks easily.
I bet the fuck if Dalton Kincaid was playing for the Bengals, he wouldn't be a goddamn granola bar.
No, I'm just saying he gets hurt easily and all that and stuff.
Oh.
He still tastes great and all that.
Well, he hasn't been hurt in the NFL.
Well, don't make him expired, especially.
Right.
Like, at least just let him be a granola bar. Damn, you expired in 2.
Man,
What I mean by expired is they break easily. It's not the fact that I don't think he's played. I know he's a rookie and all that. I'm just saying he breaks easily. Though.
What kind
Make
of
it a nature's
granola bars are you eating anyways?
Buddy, you'd be amazed what I've eaten.
you eat some dry ass
You
fucking
eat tons
granola
of ass.
bars.
I know that.
You do
Yeah,
eat
well,
a lot of
no.
ass.
The point is that I liked him in the draft. I just didn't like him because of his injury issues and
Can
all
we
that.
call him like a no-bake cookie? They're
Yeah.
really good.
Ooh,
but
no
they-
bake.
Wait, I can change this. What's it called? A no-man cookie?
a
No bake.
No bake.
No-bake.
Oh, no-baked cookie. Okay, that's better. That's
Yeah,
better.
no-bake cookie. They're really good, but man, they'll fall apart on you really easy.
Okay, I'll change that. Thank you so much, Dan.
We did it. We got about.
There we go. All right, I'll do this from now on.
Yeah, he's like a
I'm
gonna
Butterfinger.
say-
He used to be really good, and people are hoping he gets that good again. But now,
Hey,
he's
shut up.
not.
Yeah. I'm going to say, and you briefly mentioned him. One guy I think we need to really keep an eye on. And it's not even on the offense; it's on special teams. Is that Deontay Hardy guy? Because he's the guy they got returning punts, and he can flip the field quick if you're not careful.
Yeah, and he kind of took that job from Shakir, right?
Yeah.
He used to do that job, so they've kind of flipped roles on the team. But yeah, still a guy to watch out for. Then they don't have Nyheim Hines unless he's back this week. He's been out. That's a dangerous kick returner.
Dangerous guy, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind him not being there. They're also, like I mentioned, without Dawson Knox. When we get to defense, Matt Milano's on injured reserve along with Tre'Davious White. So they're without some really good pieces, but they still got a lot of talent. I'm going to agree with Greg. I'm going to say Kincaid. We've seen that Kittle, and I'm not saying he's Kittle.
No.
But he is a pass-catching guy. But Kittle just put up 149 yards on us, and I hope that doesn't mean the NFL is going to kind of figure out how to utilize tight ends against us going forward.
Right.
Because we had been solid. I felt like a lot better than we were a couple years ago in that category. The last couple of years, we've been pretty decent. But I hope that didn't expose something. And then obviously with Kincaid getting rolling, you don't want to see those two things combine and then him go off this week. So I'm going to say he's definitely the key for me after Diggs. What about you, Chop?
I would have went with you and Greg too when I said the tight end Dalton Kincaid, but I think that Dax Hill's going to cover him pretty good. So I'll just go with. I was looking in the chat here, and I know Will was saying something about what the fuck is it? Oh well.
Right here, I got you. So Gabe Davis.
Yeah, Gabe Davis. So
Yeah.
We're
I mean,
hoping that-
honestly though, I'm just picking Gabe Davis because two of you already picked Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, and I mean it's true. Like he's got the speed. You don't want to see guys get loose over the top. We've been able to contain that, right? We're very good bend don't break type defense. Make plays, when teams drive on us a little bit or hold them to field goals.
Yeah.
You don't want to see them getting over the top for a couple easy, long completion touchdowns that don't give us a chance to then not break.
If they game plan for the tight end, then we're going to go out and play good against the tight end. But I don't know what the game plan is going to be going in there. It's going to be mostly Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, I think, putting a spy on Josh Allen.
Now, as much as I want to talk about the game plan and talk about their offensive weapons, I'll say this. If we have the atmosphere that we had last year in that stadium, it ain't going to matter what the fuck their game plan is.
No.
Because it was rocking. They'll be shook.
I'll be straight up with you guys. I did not think we were going to beat San Francisco deep down inside. I mean, I'm still being positive, let you know. But dude, after this game, I'm like, the train's coming through. Buffalo, the Buffaloes that are here in Cincinnati right now, y'all stepping on the train tracks.
I love that.
Get the fuck off the train tracks, is all I'm going to say.
You ever see buffaloes on train tracks and a train come through? Oh, it's not pretty.
It's not pretty at all. No offense, Glenn. And you know, Bills fans, you guys
We're not putting Glenn on the track. We're putting Buffalo.
Right.
Okay, just making sure. I know because I know. No, Bills fans, you're all cool. I like all y'all and all that. It's nothing personal.
Yeah, you're just in our way.
You're sorry.
Wins together.
No. You all just stay out of the way, and there will be no trouble.
Don't start.
That's one thing. That's one thing I love about freaking Jamar Chase, man. He called the Cleveland Browns the Elves. He called Buffalo Bills. He called them the Buffaloes.
Buffaloes.
Whatever, right? I mean, they are.
They're
the Buffaloes.
Yeah. Gonna play the Buffaloes.
What even is a Bill? A Buffalo Bill?
Buffalo Bill, wasn't that like a dude? Wasn't that a
pressure
cowboy?
on Allen? That's our best defense against the Buffaloes.
Yeah, I agree. If you pressure him, you get him shook, you hit him a couple times. I mean, I think you can get to this guy. He's still a great quarterback. He'll make his plays. He'll put up some yards. They'll have some touchdowns.
When he comes out, we're going to be in his head just a little bit from that last time.
Maybe. Yeah. I think it's very possible. Then if we look at their defense, I'll mention a few guys. With Matt Milano on injury reserve, their big-time linebacker, Terrell Bernard's really stepped up. He's by far their leading tackler by like 30 tackles, which is insane.
Dang.
He has 76 total. The next guy has like 40-something. But he has 2 sacks and 2 interceptions as well. So guys kind of doing it all at linebacker for them. And then they've got a lot of pass rush, and one of those it's not really been Von Miller. I know he's coming off injury. He's only been back a couple weeks, but he only got 40% of the snaps. Like he's like getting the fifth, he's fifth most for defensive ends for them, something like that. They rotate about 6 guys at defensive end. So they rotate a lot. Greg Russo has 6 sacks. Epinesa has 5. This is just defensive ends. You got, like I said, Von Miller don't really have the stats. They rotate in Shaq Lawson. Leonard Floyd has 6.5 sacks. So he's really stepped up in place of Von Miller. Then at defensive tackle, Ed Oliver has 5 sacks. They paid him, and he's had a breakout season. So he's playing really well. And then they also rotate in Tim Settle, Jordan Phillips, Poona Ford. So all along the defensive line, they got a lot of depth, kind of like San Francisco. But, I mean, there's no one that's just like, one guy, absolute game wrecker. And I hope that doesn't become Von Miller like he, is capable of being and used to be. Yeah. Hopefully he's still rounding back into form for this game. But
Ed Oliver, I wanted him so bad. I'm happy with Jonah Williams, obviously, but Ed Oliver, man, I thought we were going to have him. He kept falling and falling and falling. I was a huge fan of him coming out of Houston, but Buffalo took him right before us.
Yeah, so they've got it's like a whole team that's putting up a lot of good stats there on the D line. So they've definitely amped up their pressure. What killed me is I seen Epinesa doesn't even – the last game he didn't have very many snaps either, and I'm like, dude's got 5 sacks on this season. That'd be like us getting 5 out of Osai with his limited snaps, basically.
That's good.
I would love that. And then, like I already talked about, Rasul Douglas, that they brought in at corner. They've still got Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, and then Taron Johnson's the other corner. I don't think he's really stepped up a lot this year as far as I know. I mean, I think they're solid. And then Christian Benford's been the other starter. Like, I think that might be their slot guy. So they're decent. Their defense really started out hot. I feel like they've kind of struggled a little bit in the last 2 or 3 games, but their defense early in the season was elite. So I'm not putting past them having a good game. But yeah, that is, David, I agree. Secondary is more mid right now. But they went and made the trade for Rasul Douglas, who is the 10th best coverage grade, once again, per PFF in the entire NFL. Big trade. So they're trying to
they
attack
their weaknesses.
Yeah. So we'll see how that pays off for him. Hopefully, it doesn't pay off this week because we need another win, boys.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it, man. It's in the. We're gonna get it. Greg's calling this one a tie.
Yeah, I called a tie because the last 3 games I called a tie. This is just a technicality we're doing here.
And let me tell you something. This is just a little thing. I'm so fucking superstitious. Like, I got those LED strips that go around the back of my TV that I keep the button. I light it up orange, right, behind my TV in my room. So Cameron, my son, also has the one of those things on his bed. Well, the remote flips mine thing too, and it always turns it blue. So it turned it blue, and I can't find a remote to turn it back. And since it's been blue, we've won 3 games. So now I won't fucking change it back. I'm leaving it blue.
It's going to get changed. You're going to be like, turn it back to blue, damn it!
See the light? Blue.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. Also,
I got to
since
leave
the
it
Cincy hat
blue.
game, we haven't lost the Cincy hat game because I got this Cincy hat beanie.
We're going to be twins, Dale. I'm wearing that Cincy hat, too.
You know what else needs to happen?
I'm in the orange section, so I'm thinking I'm going to wear this because it's more orange than anything I have.
Boom.
This stands out. Like, it's not the robe, but this is like a jacket.
It's elite, too.
Yeah.
It's warm.
Derek, have you officially sold your tickets or no?
Yeah.
Yes, they're officially sold. Unfortunately. I was kind of holding out hope that they wouldn't, but.
He doesn't love us, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Motherfucker.
I know. I've sold like several tickets. I have no reason to talk.
I was thinking that.
Wait, Pork Chop. I know I'm in the black section. Pork Chop, what are you in?
Orange.
Oh, you're orange. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know this was a race thing, Greg.
No.
Damn, Greg. Don't get me caught up. I'm orange, and it's the Bengals told me to be, and that's why I am.
Yeah. I'm just doing what I was told.
I'm not involved with this guy.
Orange in honor of Donald Trump.
Yeah. No, I was like, man, you know me, like the whiteout game. I'm like, man, I ain't wearing white. Last year, I didn't go to the one this year, but the one last year, like, so I didn't wear white.
Dale's like, don't fucking tell me what to do. I'll do the opposite. Sons of bitches.
But as of now, I think I'm going to participate, so I won't be the asshole. But I'm not wearing like all orange. Like, I'll probably wear this beanie. It's warm.
I'm wearing my gray beanie, and I'm in the orange section.
I mean, it has orange in it, I guess. So that
Dude,
counts.
For real though, that fucking hat. I've had a lot of winter hats, man, but that one is elite.
It's warm.
That is a fucking good hat.
I've got a couple, man. I've got like one that comes down like over the ears. So looks like a helmet almost.
I got one like that. Oh, I don't have the helmet one, but I have one that comes down over the ears like that.
Yeah. Well, if
your brother wants to wear that robe.
If I can find it.
The robe.
I gotta find it.
Oh. He doesn't know about the deal you made with Greg.
Yeah, I already deleted it, David.
Yeah, it's already deleted.
But I already sent it to you anyway, so you got to already witness it.
I was going to say, David, he probably sent it to you.
Hell yeah, I did.
He could probably jerk off to it himself right now.
Dave, you think David jerking off to your...
Apparently, because he wants it so badly.
What the fuck? Dave. When am I going to make Bengals condoms? I haven't found a print-on-demand shop
yet. Seriously.
That'll put condoms. I'll look around, see if I can find a print-on-demand condom.
I know you'll find something.
Yeah, it'll say TD, and when you get a boner, it'll stretch it out to touchdown.
Yeah. So Corey Dillon, he will be in lot 1. I don't know when. I don't know
who else,
but he does plan on. Why don't you take it away, Chop?
Fucking Willie Anderson's going to stop down to the tailgate too now.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that for sure, do we?
We don't know, but Corey is stopping by. We don't know when. We don't know how long.
And
but he is stopping by.
with Willie Anderson, I mean, he's kind of on the fence. Sounds like he might stop down, maybe, and hopefully he brings Chad with him because they're all going to be there. And then
Greg,
I will say this,
Greg, we went from 30-some viewers to 15 once I said that video was deleted.
Oh, really? God damn, it was a 26. Now it's a 22 now.
Wow, that was a hell of a bounce back.
Well, that's because we talked about Willie Anderson maybe coming down to the tailgate.
Dale, stop by on your way through, and I'll give you the koozies because it sounds like we're going to have some koozies we need to hand out.
Yep.
Well, if I think of it.
You won't.
And
I probably won't.
Wednesday, November 15th, not too far where I live, Yoshi is doing a signing. It is going to be $60, but I got to ask, should I get the candle signed by Yoshi if I do go?
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Can you put a marker on glass?
Well, that's what I was going to say.
You can use a Sharpie on glass.
I don't know how that would look.
Well, I could print out the picture or something, but I don't want to creep the dude out or anything.
Yeah, well, especially says Island Breeze, man crush.
You're a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at
it. Especially if his girlfriend's with him, she's going to be like, what the hell? What?
Here's the easiest thing, Greg. You just give it to a female, and hopefully he won't pay too much attention to the picture.
Yep. There you go.
Well, I think being a candle with his face on it, he will check it out and read it.
I know.
No, he probably will and all that, but I literally thought to myself, should I? I just don't know if you could marker works.
Will's collecting Yoshi cards, and I saw on Twitter X or Twitch
but you
or
got
whatever
Will blocked.
No. I am blocked, Will. I don't remember what it was, and I'm sorry, Will. You're unblocked. He followed me back. We're cool. I buried the hatchet.
Did you see the card with the long flow?
Right?
No.
You didn't see the cards he's giving away?
Yoshi had a flow, man, at one point.
He had that long hair.
Oh, yeah, when he had the first time I ever saw Yoshi is when he was doing the draft interview. He had that long blonde hair or something. That's when I first remembered him.
Greg said that's something to get a hold of.
Yeah, he's collecting cards just to sell them to you for way marked up price later on.
He's probably right now. Will, I'm a very poor person, Will. I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey, also about Will, man. He's like me. He's a 90-day fiance aficionado.
Oh my, not this.
Oh yeah, we've been talking back and forth on Twitter about 90-day fiance. That fucking show's elite.
Oh my god.
Now,
tell him, Will.
If I'm going to complain about something, all right, because I feel like, we don't want to get on our high horse too much. There's still some things we need to improve. We've talked about Irv Smith.
I agree.
They did bring up Tanner Hudson, so I'm going to shut up and see how that plays out now. I still want to see Jordan Battle start playing more over Nick Scott. I just think he's the better player. I think you put him in there, let him even if he has to go through a little bit of tough battles and a couple tough games, I want him ready come playoff time, Because I think
what's up, man? Player. It's in the family, Dale. See, your brother watches all of them too.
Oh my god,
that's
You're
right.
All obsessed with the fiance show.
Fucking 90-day fiance is fucking like heroin.
So I printed out the stats for us through 7 games. Joe Mixon, 443 yards, 4 yards per carry. We can live with that, right? He just now got a second touchdown. Hopefully, he's going to get rolling, like Derek says. Like he has done in the past a lot of times, second half of the season. Guess who the second leading rusher on the team is?
Joe Burrow.
Yep.
Did he not have one calf for multiple games?
Right?
Yeah.
This is your second leading rusher on the team.
With what's he got, 60 yards or something like that?
57 yards.
57, yeah.
Do you want to guess who number 3 is and how many yards they have?
Jamar Chase.
No. It is Travion Williams.
I'm guessing Travion Williams.
26 whole yards.
How many?
And then it's Jamar Chase.
You say 26?
26 yards. Chris Evans next with 2 carries for 12 yards. Then Chase Brown, 2 carries for 6 yards. Tyler Boyd, 1 carry this week, 6 yards. And then Jake Browning, 1 attempt for -1 yard. Jamar is 3 carries for -6 yards.
Okay, so he must have had a really bad ones. Because I felt like he's had some really good end rounds and stuff.
We had a really bad one this week, remember?
Oh, yeah. I do remember
that one lost about 8 yards, I think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's not good if Joe Burrow is your second leading rusher. And, I mean, Mixon's been getting about 75% of the snaps all season long. That's most games because I went and looked through that too.
Yeah.
You'd like to see that not be the case. You'd like to get him down. I mean, to me, you need a better rotation. I know you got to count on these guys. Travion's been a good pass blocker, but 7 carries for 26 yards, man, that's just it's not good enough. Chris Evans, 2 for 12, 6 yards per carry, but it's 2 freaking carries.
I mean, we knew this is a problem. We knew is that there's nobody behind Joe Mixon.
But how do we even know?
Or you
guys
mean
getting 7 carries in 7 games, 2 carries in 7 games? How would we know?
They're not. There's something going on in practice that's not panning well.
There's something we don't know.
I trust the coaching staff.
No.
more than other years.
Pork chop. It's like you said. It's like I still thought we should have gotten a tight end, but I trust the coaching staff. Whether I agree with it or not, I trust. Whatever my opinion is, I trust what they're doing.
Not only that, but I think Mixon's going to start doing better because we're under center now. Because Joe Burrow's going under center.
And I agree with that. I do think he's going to do better, but I just this, like David said, he's picking up what I'm throwing down here. Appreciate that. Fresh legs available late season. You know, when the weather might be bad, when you're going to have to run the ball more potentially. Like, let's not wear Joe Mixon out now. We got to find somebody else to get some more carries. I mean, I just think like we need to. And I know we don't run the ball a ton, so it's like maybe it's that part of it. Joe he's not wearing down as much because he's not getting as many carries. But he's still in there. He's still running routes. He's still blocking. He's still doing something 75% of the plays, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just like to see find somebody. And we thought maybe it was going to be Chase Brown because they were starting to give him a little praise. And then, boom, he hits IR with the hamstring.
Yeah.
So that kind of hurt because I think the coaches realize we need somebody, but they've got to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just something I wanted to nitpick about. I mean, what do you think, Derek, as far as the running back situation?
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard because when a guy's rolling, it's really hard to take him off the field. And it seemed like last week Joe was rolling, so I don't know. I don't necessarily. I mean, you want the guy healthy, right? And he was still. It seemed like he wasn't out there for 2-minute situations. So, I mean, I don't know. It's really I'm big on Mixon right now, so it's hard for me to say get him less snaps.
I need to go back, too, and look at previous years and see how many attempts he had because I think that's going to be important. Because, I mean, there's got to be a number that you don't want these guys to really reach. I don't know it off the top of my head.
It's 400 snaps in a year or something like that, or 400 carries in a year.
Okay, he's only at 112 attempts, so that number's still, pretty low. But I was thinking even modern day NFL was more like 300, but
it might be.
But he would still be on pace to be under that. So that part of it's not as bad. But when you go from him to your next running back being 7, 112 to 7, that's kind of insane. And yeah, Chris, somebody sent me yesterday, and I was kind of tagged in some stuff that the rulers of the jungle, co-rulers of the jungle. One of them is going to be longtime punter Kevin Huber, and the other one's going to be longtime long snapper, Mr. Subtle Flex, Clark Harris. My best friend is
Bengal Legends.
As you can see back there behind me.
Yeah.
He signed that to Dell, my best friend, and that's a Subtle Flex. Yep. Don't know why it just kept playing.
I was going to say, did you do that twice?
What the hell happened, man?
It was like it started doing its own damn thing.
It was the ghost of Clark Harris.
Yeah, that was the remix.
I think I clicked it the same time you did, Dale.
And shout out to Kevin Huber, alumni of the best football college of all time.
Shut the fuck up, Craig.
He did not go to Ohio State.
Well, he didn't go to LSU either.
No, he's a winner.
But no, I have not talked to Clark. I do not know how he's doing. I do not know what tailgate he's going to be at. I know his parents always had a spot where they tailgated. My guess is if they're still going to that game or anything, they probably tailgate in that same area.
Might as well call him up and tell him to come down to Lot 1.
But I hope he's doing well. I hope he's enjoying. If he is going to retire, we haven't officially heard. I'm sure he's staying in shape. If somebody goes down and needs a long snapper, I'm sure he's still ready to go. But I'm sure him and Kevin will probably be somewhere having a few drinks before being the ruler of the jungle, knowing those guys. Kevin will probably just sneak them in.
Yep. I was going to say. Those two might be in peak tailgating shape.
They might just be up there in ruler of the jungle like, man, how cool would it be if they're Stone Cold style, just
right,
chugging some beers, man. Do it, Clark.
How badass would that be?
That'd be a great ruler of the jungle moment.
That'd be awesome.
They probably need a change though, because that beer would be cold. It's not going to be warm.
Yeah, he made his rounds last year.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Jason. So Derek and I stopped by. They literally tailgate in that same lot. His family does. So it is like, it's lot E. It's like, well, I don't want to give him. I shouldn't have said that. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. I don't know if they do anymore. They did when Clark played here. My guess is the family probably don't have,
Well, they probably don't go to the games when Clark's not here. Where are they from?
They're from
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah, Clark went to Rutgers, didn't he? Clark went to Rutgers, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a tight end.
I'm just saying they're probably Bengals fans because Clark played here, so they probably don't come to the tailgate or to the games without Clark playing, right?
I would guess, yeah. But they were in Lottie, like literally right. Bengals trailers on one end of that, and Bengal gyms on the other. So I'll let you imagine that for them to be somewhere, they're
somewhere in between,
right?
Yeah, but I got to say, if his family wants tickets, I'm pretty sure it's probably not hard for them to get a hold of them as long as he's here.
This game might be.
Well, shit, man. Cap had to give Corey Dillon tickets. Fucking Bengals ain't giving them up.
Yeah,
the leading rusher in fucking Bengals history can't get tickets straight from the front office.
Speaking of Corey Dillon, that's another guy that needs to be rule of the jungle one of these days. We got to get him rule of the jungle soon.
What'd be cool is if he just went up on stage with them. Like, fuck it, here I am. Just make himself
Willie
cool
and Chad just like, we're coming up too, boys.
Right.
We don't know if Chad's showing up to the game, or we think he is, right? Chad's going to be at the game. He just don't have
Willie Anderson said Chad's going to be with him. He was talking about how Chad's little ass can fit in those seats. Willie was like, I've never been in the stands and watched a game. He was like, those seats are small. And I told Willie, I said, if my big ass fits, your big ass fits.
Yeah. Hey, here's the thing, Willie. Don't worry because you don't spend any time sitting in them.
You standing up, yelling about the opposite end of the field that you worked on, the defense.
Yeah.
Well, Willie may need to set every now and then. I mean, his knees.
That's
he
true.
gave us a lot of snaps on those knees, man. So if Willie needs to set, God damn it, Willie can set all he wants. He's earned it.
If for some reason Chad does stop down to that thing, man, give me my time with him because I'm gonna have him whip out his phone and unblock me.
Don't be weird. See, if you're weird, you can't be weird.
I'm fucking being weird, man. I'm getting unblocked. I'm gonna have Corey Dillon there to speak on my behalf.
Just
get me unblocked.
Have Corey talk to Chad.
Yeah, which hopefully Big Willie's.
What?
Who, Greg?
Did you say, Greg?
Have Corey talk to Chad. Have him unblock.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have him have a talk with him.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, hopefully, Big Willie breaks out his subtle flex koozie that I gave him a couple years, or was it last year he got inducted?
Man, that thing probably didn't even make it home.
It probably didn't. You're right. Because I think they were going to the bars after that little thing, so it probably got left there. Honestly.
Yeah, Crip, it is cold, man. It's like 40-some, and that's so
and windy too.
Hasn't worked.
Speaking of which, I gotta walk in here to this freaking hellhole. So,
have fun.
Yep, love y'all.
Love you too, bud. Have fun at work. I know I'll be going there shortly. Yeah.
Well, fellas, I don't have a whole lot more for today. I want to, leave a little.
Well, no, one more thing we need to talk about, Dale. Josh Allen today, injury report. He practiced, but dude, shoulder injury, and that's a serious issue, isn't it?
Greg, we talked about that.
We talked about that, Greg.
Minutes ago.
Just kidding.
He's like JK.
Yeah, he was limited. Somebody asked if DeMar Hamlin was playing. He was out he didn't practice today. Kyer Elam, but he's pretty much been replaced in the cornerback rotation,
right?
Especially once Rasul Douglas came in. Let me see what else. Those are and then tight end Quentin Morris, ankle limited. Balin Spector, linebacker, did not practice. So it even says on the official report Josh Allen did not practice. Earlier they said limited, so he didn't practice at all. So I'll correct that part of it, Greg, for you.
Oh, well.
But then the Rasul Douglas just got here. I still love that. Did not practice, just got here.
Not that we all know Allen's playing. Who's Allen's backup again?
Kyle Allen.
I thought it was Trubisky. I thought he went there.
No, that's
he's with the Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still with Pittsburgh. Okay,
he's the starting quarterback for the Steelers.
So Kyle Allen's backup in case anything happens. But like we said, Josh
Allen.
It's
not going to happen. No.
Yeah, he's a warrior. He's going to play. He wouldn't miss this game, especially. Yeah. I'm sure he's He's wanting to get some revenge on us, which, hey, all right, that's fine. You're allowed to want that. But we're 4-3, and we need to keep climbing in the AFC standings. So, as Greg says,
and we will.
Tracks, buddy.
Hey, Dale, keep in mind, BCB. I like the Bengals game, BCB. Let's think about that someday.
Yeah, if anybody wants to know what you missed first 10 to 12 minutes, so heated debates about some candy.
What was the candy? Wait, Dale, I got to write this down. What's the candy I'm supposed to get again?
Fifth Avenue, bro.
Fifth Avenue.
You've never had a Fifth Avenue. It blows me
I thought you were making it up. I thought that sounds like a highway or something.
It's so good, man.
It's so a regular street, actually, and it's in most downtowns. There's a Fifth Avenue, but it's also a candy bar, and it's very tasty.
Yeah, it's the only competition for Snickers in my life. I like Kit Kats, and like I said,
well, wait a minute. What about
not a candy bar, but M&Ms, like peanut butter M&Ms.
Put some respect on the whatchamacallit, though.
I see. That's my list. Now Reese's, we didn't even get into the Reese's of like the specialty Reese's. So like now Christmas coming up before long, you're gonna start seeing the Reese's Christmas trees.
They're good.
No. So the best type of Reese's, the eggs at Easter are the best. Sarah Lee's talked about this one time. Those Sarah Lee's is a huge Reese's snob, like on Twitter and all that. The eggs are the best, I think.
Greg Luther calls Sarah Lee's a snob on live.
No, a Reese's snob.
Snob.
Not Reese's candy snob.
That Sarah Lee's a real bitch.
Yep. Did you see that picture?
No,
that woman.
Greg Luther quoted it.
No, Sarah, you're awesome. I'm that way too with candy, Sarah. But no,
she ain't watching. She ain't watching.
Right.
No.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Just tweet her and say that Greg said that.
Right.
No. Oh my God! I got.
Oh man, Cheeks, we can't even be friends anymore. My buddy Chad said Fifth Avenue sucks. I can't.
What?
I do like paydays, Chad, by the way.
Paydays are good, man, but Fifth Avenue is really good. Like I haven't had one in a while, Dale. And guess what, man? I'm gonna stop. If we get done in time, I'm stopping UDF and I'm gonna get me a Fifth Avenue and a coffee.
See, David's telling you too. Fifth Avenue's elite.
Yeah, well, what you don't know is David's sitting around eating Fifth Avenue watching 90 Day Fiance.
But
just like me.
Guys, that's the elite move, right?
Can we make this? I actually like eggnog. Do you guys like eggnog?
Yeah, eggnog's good.
Okay, good.
Dale, of course, Dale wouldn't like it. Dale,
man, I'm a basic vanilla child.
Yes.
Like
no kidding, Mr. Pepperoni Pizza.
Marissa made chili last night, and I tasted it, and it just tasted like pure onion. And I said, "Fuck this, I ain't eating this shit."
What did you eat?
I had grilled. We still had grilled cheese. So.
Like
a child, I had some grilled cheese.
No, Dale. Are you the one that still will eat like Tony's Pizza or Red Baron? Or do you keep like Red Baron or pizza?
Excuse me, sir, but Jack's is now the elite pizza #1.
Yeah, that's because Jack's is like half the price of Red Baron.
#2, what's really elite is like Kroger, and then we have it's IGA. They have these little pizzas that are microwavable, and they're like $1 a piece.
Yeah, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like that's the go-to, when it comes to something like that, because they're cheap as hell and they're elite. But yeah, man, chicken nuggets are still undefeated.
No, they're good. No, I ain't gonna debate you on that. Tyson chicken nuggets, yeah.
Just chicken nuggets.
You and Tyler eat the same way.
Yeah, man. I'm never gonna grow up.
That's cool.
I don't want to be an adult. But yeah, so I'm excited. You guys excited to talk to Glenn Friday?
Hell
absolutely.
Yes.
So one time on for Rally, Santori was going to interview him, but he was sick and James wasn't available. And I got thrown into the pack of wolves interviewing. And I'm like, Santori, what do I do? What do I do? Just talk to him about the game. And Glenn, that's my first time I ever interacted with Glenn. Just such an awesome person he is.
I mean, everybody's got their flaws, though, Greg. And Glenn's a good guy, but he roots for the Buffaloes.
Well, I mean, he lives there.
We still like Glenn. We still like Glenn.
I know, but his brother learned the way.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was in the house, and isn't Joe?
But Joe was the younger brother. Though.
Oh, he's the younger one.
Like, Glenn was already, Buffalo, and then Joe just decided to venture out.
The thing with Glenn is, though, he drives me nuts. When I see awesome food on Twitter, I'm like, God damn you, Glenn! It's all the way out in Buffalo. But I guarantee you,
eats pizza 5 days a fucking week. He's putting pictures of pizza up.
Yeah.
He was like, One time it was like, it's Friday, so I got pizza. Like, what the fuck is every other day? It's always the pizza.
Yeah, it's either pizza or
and
wings.
Yes.
Pizza and wings a lot of times. But I'm glad my little brother's not a fucking idiot like fucking Glenn's.
Yeah.
Not that Glenn's became, but my brother didn't be a traitor and like
go to a different team.
But I guarantee
if David liked Buffalo, I would not be going to this game.
Glenn is going to want to fly back Cincinnati so many times to get some Midwest barbecue. He's going to be like, man, these Buffalo wings are nothing compared to Midwest barbecue.
He's going to be like, I need some of them Loveland wings.
Yes.
He's going to rename Buffalo wings to Loveland wings.
Yes, he will.
No, I'm pretty sure Buffalo has some pretty good wings, guys.
Well, what are you saying?
So, yeah.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying.
You're saying you're a Buffalo fan? Is that what you're saying?
They're all right.
I like the Buffaloes, just not near as much.
I got my Buffalo hat right back there.
Yeah, he does.
Well, those are your cool colors you said, though. That's why you got the hat.
Yeah, and it's Glenn. I rep Glenn.
Right.
Should I just wear that hat Friday and root for Buffalo this weekend?
No, you like Buffalo wings, so why not?
You like Buffalo so much, why don't you marry it?
Right.
Exactly.
No, man, I'm excited.
No, I
got a few doctors from work stopping down to the tailgate probably.
We'll have plenty of 50 West brew as well, as you see on our one of our sponsors.
That's a couple cans.
Yeah. A good little variety of that as well. So looking forward to having some 50 West, looking forward to having some Midwest barbecue, looking forward to hanging out, looking forward to having a good time before the game starts. And then we got to get rowdy, right? We're going to have fun with it at the tailgate because we're going to get pumped at that stadium.
Your boy's coming on with some kind of fishbowl wings.
Well, listen, you guys had the brewery. So to me, the fishbowl and the brewery don't taste too terribly, awfully different. So
the brewery had some good wings. Those wings were good.
Yeah.
And
the pizza was better than La Rosa's.
Pizza was better than La Rosa's, according to Greg.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Portsmouth Brewery, shout out.
The pizza was good. The pizza's good. La Rosa's, I still love you, but the pizza was pretty good. Not gonna lie.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll have to talk some more candy with Glenn on Friday, and then we'll also talk about some Buffalo Cincinnati action. And the Glenberry boys are going to be in town Sunday for that one too. So it should be.
Are they coming down to the lot? Probably not, man. Joe's so busy.
No,
Glenn said before I even ask him or anything, he's like, yeah, we're going to be in lot 1.
Awesome.
They were already planning to come to lot 1 in general.
Nice.
They swung by last year, but it sounds like they're going to.
It was early. I got there like an hour after the lot opened and they were gone.
Yeah. It sounds like they're going to be here longer most of the time. This
is what it sounds like. You might be on time since it's you and your brother.
Yeah, that's the plan. We can check in at the hotel. We're going to meet up in Eastgate, check in the hotel, and then that's only about a 20, 30-minute drive. So,
is Dave going to want to kick my ass for some reason, or
he's going to punch you in the stomach?
Oh God!
Right in the testicles.
Yeah,
he's going to grab you by the dick.
He's going to reach down your throat and grab your cock and pull it right out through your mouth.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in.